All right, what's going on, dude? At Dynasty. It's been a long time. I think it's been a couple
Hello, dude of
months.
Dynasty. Sorry to interject.
It's been a couple months. We had
Has
the Dynasty playoffs finished. They came to their conclusion. There was some there were some sad moments. The championships were won. They might have been lost.
they
Um,
might have been lost. That's for
Ari and
sure.
I's championship runs both ended in the semifinals, and then we played in the third place game, and I actually did win. But we have this weird rule where the third place team winning makes it so they have a later pick or they have an earlier pick, but their team is better.
It doesn't make any
It's
sense.
super confusing. We're gonna
Commish
adjust
needs to
that.
get right onto it.
Commish is gonna get on that. But aside from that, I mean, we're right back into the season, and I don't know if you guys thought there was going to be a break from football when fantasy season ends, but this is dynasty. It's not redraft. We are getting right back into some trade discussions, some ranking moves, everything of those sorts. And we've just been talking a lot of dynasty recently, and we've been wanting to get you guys a video. So we're ready to do it. So yeah, do you have anything to say, Ari?
Um, Not much to say. I'm actually very impressed with the guys this year. They put a great effort out this year, especially for being as injured as they was. Especially Malik Neighbors. I
As
know
they
you're
were,
coming back next
as
year.
injured as they were, not as injured as
Yeah.
they was.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry for the grammar, but Neighbors is back next year. I'm liking my outlook. You know, I think what we're really going to be focusing on in this video is our updating our rankings as the season ended.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think you have
Let's
to
just
look.
kick off with the QBs. Let's talk about
Yeah, that's what I was about
it.
to go
And
to. And
honestly,
I was
our
thinking,
S tier is perfect. It's
I,
I think it's perfect.
I think Mahomes is fine there. I think I'm happy with him there. But I mean, I could see him shifting down to that A tier with Burrow because they just produced the same and they're
Okay,
literally.
yes, but Mahomes just got hurt. That's what happened. He was
He did.
producing as the
He
QB
did get
one
hurt.
before he got hurt. I'm okay. Honestly, would you? I think we should drop a couple guys down, make our S tier a little
I
smaller.
think Hurts needs to be dropped
Hurts is
because
getting dropped. Tush push is getting banned.
per our insider, the tush push is getting banned.
I think Williams drops to that B tier as well. I think he's a little high.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So let me just tell you guys what we're doing right now. We have in the S tier. I think that this is a fine S tier. These five guys, and we have May, we have Daniels, Allen, Lamar, and Dart. And Dart
Yeah.
is probably our hottest take there, but we just think he was producing. What was the stat in the last video? His first 6 games
The
of his
stat in the
career
last
was
video
better
was
than
that
rookie
rookie
year
year
Daniels.
Dart through I think like his first 7 starts or 6 starts maybe. He had more points per game and more points than rookie year Jaden Daniels.
And Neighbors is coming back. Like it's only going
Yeah.
up from here. They're probably gonna hire a new.
And Scattaboo.
They're
Just
probably gonna
wanted to throw
hire
that.
a new head coach. Scadaboo's coming back too. I think that May, Daniels, Allen, Lamar, Dart are the clear top 5 QBs, and then Burrow and Mahomes are very close behind them. They don't have the rushing upside of those first 5, so they go into the A tier. And then I actually like our B tier a lot. Maybe Williams at the top of the B tier. Do you think?
Yeah.
So we have Williams, Nix, Herbert, Hurts.
I like
Um,
that.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And then
We
I think it's a pretty big tier drop.
huge drop off, but then we have like Love.
But then I
Um,
think it's a very, very small drop off, and I think the only reason Love has that edge on some of the older guys like Stafford,
is he's
Dak.
just
I
younger.
think maybe bump Purdy up into that tier, but
Yeah.
I think
Bump Purdy up to
it's
that
just
tier.
the age factor into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now we have S tiers top 5 guys: May, Daniels, Allen, Lamar, Dart. Then we have Burrow, Mahomes. Then we have Williams, Nix, Herbert, Hurts in the B tier, and then we have Love and Purdy in the C tier. We kind of have the D tier as it should be. I feel like maybe
I mean,
Jones
I
gets
agree.
dropped a little bit. I think
Yeah, I
we
think Jones
advanced a
gets
little
dropped a
bit.
little just because we're a little uncertain with how
Oh,
he's
you
gonna
know who needs
produce.
to come out of the depths of
Whoa,
sucking?
Jones, you dropped way too far
I dropped him to F tier. That's fine.
to
D tier is
25.
24. I'm taking
Bro, he's
Murray,
better than
Penix, and Young.
Kyler Murray.
Murray has rushing upside. Jones
He
isn't
might
really.
never start a game in the NFL again.
What are you talking about?
He was benched for Jacoby
He
Brissett
was just benched because the team doesn't want to play him. He's gonna find a new job. Trevor
because he's
Lawrence is
not.
coming up to this Love Purdy tier.
Yeah, sure. He looks really good.
Um, so it's after that like B tier of Williams, Nix, Herbert, Hurts. We have Love, Purdy, and Lawrence. Um, and then I think we can do the rest of this stuff off camera. It's pretty. The rest of our rankings are pretty chill. We still are big Ward haters. Honestly, what would you say if you could pivot from Ward to as a contender, Ward to Dak plus, Darnold plus, Goff plus, Baker plus.
I
Even though
mean, if
we're
I'm a
higher than
contender
them,
right now, if I'm
I'm
looking to contend, Ward for Stafford plus is the most obvious move I think you can make right now.
yeah. I mean, Stafford does have retirement questions, but he was literally like an
Stafford's not
MVP
retiring.
this year. He was
He
literally
literally is
the
gonna win
MVP.
he's gonna win the MVP this year. He's not
And people
retiring.
want to take Ward, who is like the worst quarterback in
Yeah,
the league, over Stafford. Um,
he wasn't.
and then when we move on down to our when we move down to our what tier is it? Let's check out our receiver rankings.
Yeah, I think our QBs are pretty solid. I mean, if you don't have any of those guys and you're looking and scraping the floors for a guy like a McCarthy or a guy like a Penix, you're living it rough in your
Yeah,
league.
yeah.
I'm gonna
There's no reason to hold on to those level of players, but you can't really sell them. Looking into our receiver rankings, I see Rice. That's where my eyes are glued. He's getting dropped. We had him at
he needs to
receiver
get
4.
dropped.
He's
Rice
dropping to
is
the
a
bottom of the eight.
Rice is a stone cold criminal. He's a criminal as
Bottom
his
of A
first
tier.
job. He's an
Bottom of A
NFL
tier.
receiver for Patrick Mahomes as his second job. He can't resist beating his girlfriend and he can't resist driving cars at hundreds of miles per hour. And it's going to be his downfall. It is. It's going to be his downfall in the league. I'm going to call it. NFL players normally don't get punished, as we see with Joe Mixon or Kareem Hunt. I mean, in extreme cases like a Henry Ruggs, you do get punished, but that was only due to jail time. He's going to be eligible for the league, I think, in like a
Yeah,
year or two.
yeah.
So if there's no punishment dealt, I'm fine with Rice being that high. Like he's probably a buy right now.
He's
And
he's definitely a buy, and
yeah, he's definitely
I
a buy.
would say that we just couldn't account for the off the field issues, and Mahomes and him getting hurt, like it obviously tumbled, but when he's playing with Mahomes and they're both healthy, he's a top 5 guy. And
Mhm.
as it was when he was last time he was suspended and hurt and whatever, he's back to being a huge buy. If you can go and pivot Egbuka to Rashee Rice, if someone's
Easily.
panicking on Rashee Rice, it's like the most obvious move that you can make. Egbuka is like, okay, we'll get down to Egbuka. Let's just go through our tiers first. I think our S tier is pretty obvious. Chase, Puka, JSN Neighbors. Top 4
Yeah.
probably most talented guys besides Jefferson, but they all have a good situation. They have much better QB play than some of the guys in the next tier. And they're locked and loaded, top contracts, young. Any of them could be the receiver 1 next year, and we wouldn't be surprised. Um, and then moving down to the A tier, Jefferson, Amon-Ra, CD, London. Um, it's a
There's one
slight
guy I'm a
downgrade.
little uncomfortable with. I'm a little uncomfortable with CD being that high. I know he is that guy, but if the Cowboys are gonna keep George Pickens around, and George Pickens is gonna continue to feast off of these QB or cornerback twos,
He could become the receiver 1.
I think he could become the receiver one and still get the attention of wide receiver twos, which is why I kind of want Pickens and CD to kind of be like a 1A, 1B right after each other's type of guy. So, I mean,
I think that if you have CD, I would be a little uncomfortable too, and I would look to up tier to Neighbors, JSN Puka,
or
or
if you
even
could, I don't know.
down tier to Pickens plus,
I
Tech
was thinking
plus,
Pickens or Tet. I was thinking Tet right now.
Rice plus.
Because
If
Tet,
you can get Rice in a first for CD, smash.
and let's say the Panthers do draft a receiver in this draft, it's only going to boost Tet's stock because he needs another guy on the outside, so he's not getting double and triple teamed on the outside. And Tet finished as wide receiver 16 this year as a rookie with bum Bryce Young, who had like, what did he have in their the game? It was week 17. He had 54 passing yards.
And here's the thing about CeeDee Lamb is it's not a Jamar Chase T Higgins situation where Chase is
Yeah.
the receiver one and he's dominant, and then you have a receiver two who's dominant. Last year, Pickens was the receiver one, even though CD had some games that he was hurt. Games where they were both playing, Pickens was consistently better, and CD's being valued as if he's in dominant alpha, which he used to be. But Pickens is really good too, and if you have a guy, if you're a receiver two in an offense like CD Lamb, no matter how good you may be, you aren't going to have a wide receiver one overall finish like the other guys could in the tier around them and up in the S tier. So I agree. Tet Rasheed Pickens plus to CD. And then we get down to our B tier. Tet Rasheed Pickens Olave. Um,
I just want to butt in real quick. All these guys I love right now as buys in the league. I think Pickens.
I don't love Olave as a buy.
I still love Olave. He has Shock, who looks like the Saints' future. I mean, he looked really, really good to end the year. He ended the year on like a 4-game win streak before losing to the Falcons. But I think that Shuck is able to get Olave the ball, and Olave is truly able to shine as the wide receiver one that he is. And all the worries about his injury concerns, I don't think it matters at all. I think he is that guy. Why are you concerned about Olave?
I'm not concerned about Olave. I just think he's not a buy because he's super expensive right now. Look at what he did the last 2 years of two games of the season. I think Olave was a buy if you had been listening to us 2 months ago.
Oh yeah,
But
no, you're right.
but
You're right.
the
I
last
didn't realize he ended the year on 37 and 26.
the last 3 games in the fantasy playoffs, he was insane. He
Yeah.
was receiver six last year, and the lower IQ members of your league are just gonna look at the overall finish of a player to determine how good they are. Um, and him being receiver six, he's really good. Don't get me wrong, but this was a year where a lot of top guys got hurt, and he was healthy the whole year, and he just really got inflated points in the like he was really good in the postseason. He was elite, but he finished with 100 yards or 100 catches for 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns. Like that's a very good season. But I'm comfortable with him at price if you value him as we are behind Tet Pickens and Rasheed. But there's people who would be valuing him up in that like level of like Drake London right now, or something like that. A lot of
Yeah, I
owners
think
are
that's a little
probably
extreme putting him in that Drake tier, but I mean,
a lot of
I think
owners
he
are
is
probably
that guy.
valuing him that high.
I think he is that guy,
He's that
and
guy too. We're valuing him as a receiver one in Dynasty, top
and
12
I
guy.
think no, you're probably right. I didn't realize he had that big stretch at the end of the year, but if you have him, I'd be really, really happy. And I wouldn't be looking to sell him
There's
right
no
now.
reason to sell him because Show
Yeah,
is staying and he was feeding a lot.
he
Um,
was. Yeah,
and then we get down to the D tier of our receiver rankings. We have
and
Garrett Wilson.
in my opinion, I think this is a lot of
It's the
undesirables.
worst tier to be in.
It's a
You
lot of
don't want to
undesirables.
have player. If you're an owner of anyone in the D tier, it's like you've seen them go up to being in like the A tier or something like that. Like going up to huge. Or, by the way, this should be called the C tier. I don't know why it's the D tier. Um, but it's Garrett Wilson, Egbuka, Brian Thomas, Nico, Marv, Rome, Lad. Now these guys are mostly in pretty similar places, but they all have something holding them back from being those top dudes. And let's just go through. For Garrett
Okay,
Wilson, it's the
can I
Jets.
not? Can I knock these guys out?
Let's alternate. For Garrett Wilson, it's the
All right.
Jets.
Yeah.
He, the Jets' entire receiving room had less yards and the same amount of touchdowns than JSN had last year. It was a stat I saw today.
Yeah, I saw it was like 395 yards he had. No, that's the lowest receiver total by any team in
that
NFL
that,
history or
that
something like
led
that.
a team. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Jets are so bad at helping their receivers, and it's not getting better anytime soon. There's Garrett Wilson every year is this big what if. What if he had a QB? He's not getting a QB. Why would they get rid of him? He's their best player. He's how they sell tickets. If they didn't have him, no one would watch their games. He's staying on the Jets, and he's going to continue to be terrible while people overvalue him for his talent. It's like Terry McLaurin. It's like a young Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
I am taking a young Devontae Adams over a young Terry McLaurin, no matter how many hypothetical wins Garrett Wilson could be, how good he could be hypothetically. There's no reason to have a guy who isn't scoring you difference making production have like two firsts of value like put into him. Talk about Ibuka.
I was gonna say about Ibuka. I mean, you look at his stretch to the end of the year. I don't know if this is when Mike Evans came back or Chris Godwin or McMillan came back, but
It was all of them.
it was week 11. He started to show who he truly was as a receiver, and he was still getting that high target share up until about week 14 where it finally dropped off. He was consistently getting 9 and 8 targets a game, but he was putting up stinkers. He had 9 points a game, 6.2, 8.2, 3.5, 10.4, 5, 5, and then
His
1.8.
snap share started going down to end the year.
did.
Jalen
It did.
McMillan came back. It's not a coincidence. And his snap share started going to end.
And you can't deny what you saw from Egbuka at the beginning of the year, but you look at those games, and the only reason he really did well in those games was because he had the touchdowns. He would have
It was fully
crazy
touchdowns.
target shares. He had 12 targets, he had 4 catches. 9 targets, 3 catches. He wasn't catching the balls that were coming to him.
I just want to tell you, what week do you think Jalen McMillan came back?
What week? Was it week 11?
No.
Week 9?
It's a very clear time when Jalen McMillan came back.
Was it week 6?
Week 15. He didn't play until week 15. You see him come back. Egbuka's snap share immediately drops 20%.
And you look at McMillan, and McMillan has a huge week against Miami.
In week 17. Egbuka, we've known this is a prospect. This is what you said to me on draft day. I said it was between Egbuka and Dart. And you wanted to take Dart. I said, I think Egbuka is pretty good here. And you said, I don't think he's a 1. He's not a 1. He's never going to be an alpha. And that was a great diagnosis. Look at what he's letting Jalen McMillan dominate him. How could you let Jalen McMillan dominate you?
You're letting
Who is Jalen McMillan?
I mean, no disrespect to Jalen McMillan, but he kind of looks a little homeless, and you're letting a homeless guy take your spot. You really are.
It's really upsetting to see.
And
if you can pivot
honestly,
I would do it.
I think Egbuka needs to be dropped.
Yeah,
I think he needs to be dropped.
Let's drop him. He's not better than BTJ. He's not better than Nico Marv.
He's not in the C tier, I don't think.
I think we drop him down to the E tier.
Probably below. You think above Waddle?
Yeah, I would still say above Waddle because he has the youth. Can I bump Hunter up into the C tier?
No.
I can.
No.
I'm doing it. I'm bumping Hunter up into this tier.
There's no reason to do that.
Look at what he did to end it. He could be better than
played one game. He had one game.
His snap share kept going up, and then he had a huge game, and then he just got hurt.
He had a huge game, and then he died.
Ari, I don't care that he died. He was
He's not going to be able to sustain this production.
Number 2 overall pick that they traded up a first to get in a Liam Cohn playoff team offense. He's so talented. 24 points, 14 targets. He dominated target share. I think that it's at least a question who's better between him and Brian Thomas. Who's going to be the one there? And I think he deserves to be in that.
Are you saying there's a comparison between him and Brian Thomas?
Yeah.
I think you're talking about the wrong guy to compare on the Jaguars receiving core.
You think I'm talking
It's him and Parker Washington is the comparison.
Let's talk about your guy, Parker Washington. Is he moving up rankings, do you think?
Parker Washington's moving up ranking. He's not moving into this flashy
He was receiver 27 this year.
I know.
That's been your guy since the championship.
He needs to be at least moved up into the G tier. He needs to have.
We don't even have his name right. We have him as.
Yes, we do.
We have his name as PJ Washington.
That was definitely on me.
Michael Wilson is also rising. Our
Oh
two
my
guys.
God, Michael
Our
Wilson.
two guys, Michael Wilson and PJ Washington. I think
Move
we
him up
bring
to
him
the F
into
tier.
F tier. I want to
Yeah,
put Michael Wilson in the E tier. I'm taking Michael Wilson
yeah.
over Devonta
I'm
Smith.
fine with that. But the only thing that worries me is that when um, Marvin Harrison comes back, he just becomes an average receiver again.
I don't
That's
know.
my only worry.
I'm not. I'm not sure. I don't think and more of his was what was holding him back. I think it was Kyler, and he broke out, and I think it was pretty legitimate. He was giving you like insane points, 10 a year, insane.
When Marv plays, though, it does worry me with Michael Wilson's production. That's the only thing that I have to
Can
say.
I can I just pull up what's going on with Michael? What's going on with
Okay, here, I'll tell you the week. Marvin Harrison played week 13. Week 13, Michael Wilson had 6.9 fantasy points. Marvin Harrison then played week 16, but it was on like
Michael
limited.
Wilson finished as receiver 10 overall.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
receiver 10 overall, Michael Wilson, and
Yeah, he was very good to end the
he
year.
didn't do anything with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, no, he's comfortable
he had
in that.
1,000 yards.
He's comfortable in that year.
Olave, do you want to know a stat? Olave only had 100 more yards and 2 more touchdowns than Michael Wilson on the year. 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was all he
Yeah.
had. Okay, Michael Wilson is right now. If you have someone who doesn't think he's legit who owns him, I would give
I was
up
just
a first for him easily. A
Yeah.
26 first. We'll talk about
Yeah,
this class
easily
in
a
little
26 first right
bit.
now. Easily.
Any pick after the 105, I'm giving up for Michael Wilson in this class.
Yeah, probably. I'd probably do the same.
Honestly, I want to put him in the C tier with Rome and Ladd.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to be aggressive on my guy.
I also think Rome's a little too high right now.
Tell me if
I think
should
Rome
be in this tier.
Rome could be dropped.
Let's just think.
Please.
You know who needs to be risen from the depths? Luther Burden.
Yeah, he does. Well,
Where do
Luther
we
Burden,
have
I think Luther Burden is actually better than Rome Odunze.
I mean, it's possible. We have him in some depths down there. We're just rising him from the depths. Egbuka or Luther Burden? Who are you taking?
I can't believe that's a conversation we're having at this point of the year. And I'm honestly not sure. Like,
I'm putting him in this tier. Burden.
Bro, Burden just had 8 catches for 138 and a touchdown.
Egbuka's staying in this tier up here.
Yeah, no, but it was against like the worst pass defense in the league.
Burden's in a tier right now with Waddle, Devontae, AJ.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Odunze needs to be dropped.
I've been
saying this since the beginning of last year. Rome Odunze is not good. You tried to be like, oh, look at his first 4 weeks of the year. He scored a touchdown in every single one of those games. Okay. You saw what happened when he didn't score a touchdown.
He's staying in the C tier of receivers that we don't know what's going on with. The C tier is all receivers we don't know. We can put them at the bottom if you want. Those are all. These are the names of the receivers we don't know what's going on with. I would stay away from probably all of them at cost besides Michael Wilson. Maybe Travis Hunter.
Yeah. I'm specifically staying away from Brian Thomas. Very staying away. I am very concerned about that.
Hunter, Egbuka, and Rome.
I don't know. Maybe this is a hot take, but I think maybe Brian Thomas only produces when the team is bad. I don't know if that's crazy.
Where are you taking that from?
I don't know. They were bad last year, and he was really, really good, and they were good this year, and he just sucked. He finished as wide receiver 42.
Okay.
42.
I need a selfie. Let me just be honest with you. I would rather have Michael Wilson than Brian Thomas.
Yeah, I would too.
I would rather have Michael Wilson than Ladd.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Ladd?
I'm probably taking Ladd, yeah.
Over Michael Wilson?
Actually, no, I'm not. No, I sold Ladd for a reason. Since I sold Ladd, he had like 1 game of 20. Outside of that, he had 4 points, 14-2, 4, 14-4, and then it was the playoffs.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking in this
team. Okay, wait. Ladd played every game, and he was wide receiver 30 this year. 30.
yeah, it's really tough with these receivers. I'm not really sure what's going on with them. I can't lie to you. Lad regressed so bad. He's
And
getting
and I
dropped. He's getting dropped.
and I think the reason is we should have known this. He was a second round guy. He was a second round receiver for a reason. He's not physically
We're,
gifted.
we're
He's not
dropping him to
big.
the E tier.
He's not super fast. He's good at running routes. That's it. And I
And
think the drop off makes complete sense because they gave Herbert more weapons to throw
they
to,
gave him
even if those
Hampton too.
weapons are Keenan and Omari Omari and Hampton's
We
really
knew
good.
we
But
knew Lad wasn't going to be good when they had a good rushing offense.
yeah, yeah.
Um.
I mean, he's just a guy. He's just a guy. He's a jag.
So let's talk about tight ends. Receivers is very passionate. I think our takeaways right now. Um. If you have anyone in the S tier, Chase Puka, JSN Neighbors, hold them. They're great. A tier, Jefferson, you're not happy with, but if you're a rebuilder, I would target him. If you're a contender, I would pivot from him to someone who scores you more points. Amon Ra is fine where he is. Just he's really good. We know what he is. He's great. Same with London. And CD, if you could just make the pivot to Amon Ra or London, we would feel a little bit better about that, just value wise, because if you're a receiver two in your offense, like you're probably not going to be that good. Um,
By the way,
and
just want to butt in. I think Jacoby Myers should be moved up a little bit just because
yeah,
and
yeah.
they just resigned him to a big deal.
In the
Do
B
you think we
tier,
should?
our takeaways. Well, I
Oh,
just want to try to
here.
move through all the rankings so we can do some of the lower dudes like Jacoby Myers off camera because I don't want
Okay,
this
yeah,
to be
yeah.
an hour long video. Um, yeah, but in the B tier, what do you think the takeaways are?
What do you say?
What do you think the takeaways of the B tier are?
Oh, the B tier. I think these are all guys you're looking to buy or hold. None of these guys you're looking to sell right now, just because either their values are really high or they're in uncertain legal situations. But that only applies to Rashid Rice. But I mean, all of these guys are very, very, very quality fantasy options, and they're probably mid to almost high end wide receiver ones in your
Yeah, yeah.
dynasty leagues.
Yeah, and then that rounds out our top 12 with Tet, Rice, Pickens, Olave. C
Yeah.
tier takeaways. Just gonna go through very quickly. Garrett Wilson, he's all name value. He's all fake talent.
No. No, come on.
He
Give him a
doesn't
little
score
credit.
points. He doesn't score
He
points.
does.
He's
No, he
always hurt.
does.
He doesn't score points.
He does score.
When has he ever been good? Please
This
tell me when
year,
he's been good.
this year pre-injury, he had 22, 9, 24, 20, 19, and then 4.3.
Okay, his best finish ever was finish receiver 10. I'm staying
Receiver
away from
what?
him. Receiver 10. It's a terrible offense. Their team pretty much couldn't get worse. You if you wanna if you're a reloader or
I don't know. I mean, they're
it's
getting a
fine to
rookie
buy it.
QB. They're getting a rookie
How do we
QB this
know they're
year.
getting a rookie QB?
You think they're gonna leave Brady Cook as their QB?
Where are they picking in the draft?
Aren't they number 2?
Are they really number 2?
Right? Aren't they gonna get Dante Moore? Yeah, they're number 2. They're gonna get Dante Moore.
Okay, so you can hold Garrett Wilson
No, I'm buying Garrett
or
Wilson.
buy him.
I'm buying him.
I'll let you buy him.
It's gonna be my take for the day.
Garrett Wilson, Michael Wilson are buys at
Yeah.
price because Michael Wilson, no one is giving him.
I didn't see how much you jumped Michael Wilson. Wow, all the way up to 14.
No one's giving him the respect he deserves. In
Wow.
normal leagues, people are going to be wanting Michael Wilson, or will give you Michael Wilson plus for Marv, Brian Thomas, Hunter, Nico, Igbuka, Rome. If you can get Michael in a first for any of those guys, that is the
Yeah.
best thing you could ever do. He is better than most of them. He was receiving
Yeah, he
10
is.
this year.
That's fair.
He's legit.
And I think the rest
it
of these guys in
reminds
this
me of
tier.
end of the rookie year, Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's what it reminds me of.
Wow.
And people wanted
Wow.
people were slow to move him up rankings. It's like with Puka. Sometimes guys just aren't. People have these ideas out of their rookie drafts they remember the draft capital. It sticks in their mind, and they won't move guys up rankings just because they were like drafted in the third or fourth round. If Michael Wilson was Marvin Harrison, was if Marv did what Michael Wilson did just this year, if you switch their
He would
stats,
he
he would be
probably
the
would be out.
receiver 3 in Dynasty.
No, he would be maybe out of the league. Like maybe like he would be like a bench rider in your league.
I was saying Marv would be Marv with Michael Wilson stats would be receiver 3 in Dynasty.
Wow.
I think if Marv did what Michael Wilson did with Brissett, people would jump him to be in that tier with Neighbors.
Oh,
Luka,
yeah, and
Jason,
also I
Chase.
think that if you switch their draft capital, like if you took Michael Wilson at what, like the 3,
Yeah,
he would be viewed as maybe one of probably maybe even in
top
that
five
S
guy.
tier.
Yeah, he would be a top
And
five guy in
if you
Dynasty.
switch Marv to where Michael Wilson was drafted, he would maybe be F
The
tier,
G tier,
E
maybe.
tier.
He would be
Like,
he would be thought of as kind of like a Jordan Addison, Parker
yeah,
Washington.
he'd be an afterthought basically. He'd
Um,
be like a flex guy, maybe like bench guy, but
eh,
he's
yeah,
still in that tier just because of his draft capital. And I think our biggest takeaways from the C tier, just to
Michael
keep it
Wilson,
rolling,
Garrett
is
Wilson. It's the Wilsons. It's the
it's the
Wilsons.
Wilsons and everybody else is uncertain. Besides, I guess for you, you want to say Travis Hunter just
I
because
like Travis Hunter a lot. Egbuka, we hate. We both hate.
we
Egbuka's
hate.
terrible. We hate him
I
so
hate
much.
Brian Thomas.
The
I hate
best
Brian Thomas.
move that you can make in Dynasty is down through Egbuka to Michael Wilson.
Yeah,
Best move
I
in
agree.
all of Dynasty. Brian Thomas, you can hate too. I don't really like him, but I feel like I just have him, so I can't really sell him low. Uh,
Okay, and then I think
yeah,
our E tier, it's just a bunch of guys that maybe wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3
yeah.
upside.
The
You got Waddle,
best scoring player in this tier is Devontae, but he could
Devontae for
retire at
sure.
any moment, so you have to put
I,
him down here.
he's gonna be in this tier. I don't. I think you've got at least another year probably out of him at least.
I think he's gonna. You see how dominant he was at touchdowns. He's
He's
not losing
really
his ability. I think he might try to do like a Jerry Rice play till 40.
might
Like
try to what?
he might try to do a Jerry Rice and play till 40. Like he's that good. He is so talented. I'm stuttering. You saw the reel I sent you about that play that the Rams run with Devontae that's unstoppable.
Yeah,
They had 11 touchdowns on it this year. It's an RPO. They basically he either needs to be double covered or it's a touchdown to him. And if he's double
yeah.
covered, they hand it off to Kyrie. He's in the best system in the league. Matt Stafford is his quarterback. He's elite. And then the other
And
guys in the tier are just good.
the only thing I have to say about Devontae as well is if you take a look at his receptions to touchdowns, like how long it takes for him to, how many receptions it takes for a touchdown, I want you to guess how many receptions it takes
Just
for.
look. It's like 4.
It's 4. It's around 4 receptions before Devontae Adams scores the touchdown. So if you're getting
It's
Devontae
unbelievable.
Adams with 4 catches in a game,
He has a
he's
touchdown.
gonna score a touchdown.
That's 4 catches in a game for Devontae. That's 11 points without accounting for yards.
Yeah,
Let's say he
it
gets
is.
four catches for 50 yards. That's 16 points a game. He's
Yeah.
not gonna like drop. Like I don't know why people think he's gonna be worse next year. He literally gets so many touchdowns. He could be receiving like it's kind of like the McCaffrey of receivers. How McCaffrey's not gonna regress because he just gets so many catches. Devontae gets so
Yeah.
many touchdowns. Receiver 9 on
He was
60
receiver 9
catches.
missing 2 games.
On 60 catches too.
Yeah,
And he
unreal.
didn't play the last like 5 games basically.
Yeah.
The 2 games before he was kind of hurt a little bit. He only played like 40% of the snaps.
The 2 games before, yeah, he wasn't. No, but look at his snap percentage in those games.
Yeah, 40%. That's what I'm saying.
40%, so he's probably working his way back from an injury. Okay, but I think we should move on to our tight ends now. I think we have it. Our biggest risers, Michael Wilson, Parker Washington. I'm not saying go out and buy Parker Washington. I'm just a fan of him. Michael Wilson's a buy. Tet's a buy.
Rasheed's
Rasheed
a
Rice is a
buy.
buy. Pickens is a buy. Olave is a hold. The Wilsons are also buys if you can get them, in my opinion. I'm running for Marv. I'm running for,
Get rid of Igbuka.
get rid of Igbuka. Get rid of BTJ, in my opinion. Get rid of Marv. Those are all guys I'm a little scared of.
Marv and Travis Hunter, I'm keeping my faith.
I didn't say Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's fine.
No, but Marv and Travis Hunter, I'm grouping together as guys who I know like I'm just gonna hold their draft capital in my
Sure.
heart
No,
for
sure.
another
That's
year.
fine. I'm actually big on T as well. If you're a contender, go pick up T
Okay,
Higgins.
let's do
T
tight ends. We got
with Joe Burrow's generational. Sorry. Let's skip over to
okay.
tight end.
Okay, McBride Bowers, S tier. That's it. Fannin, rise, Fannin into this A tier. Ferguson drop. Um, and Loveland, I'm probably taking. Warren and Kraft probably are at the bottom of this tier, the A tier.
They're what?
They're at the bottom of this A tier.
Warren is.
Warren and Kraft.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
I'll drop Warren, but I want Warren over Kraft easily still.
yeah, but I want Loveland. I want Loveland to go next to or above Fannin. I'm probably taking him over Fannin, honestly.
I think they're kind of a 1A, 1B type of guy. I mean,
I just
Fannin
think
is.
that Loveland's in a better offense. He had better draft capital. He has a better
Bro,
system.
it doesn't matter the offense for Fannin. Fannin was like in the worst offense possible, and he was so good. He was so good. If you have Fannin on your team, you know how good he was for you. To end the year before he got injured, even with his injury game, 25, 12, 20, and 11. 11 points on his injured game. He is so good. He's only 21 years old, and the reason that he was overlooked by so many people was because he was like a late drafted player and
He went to the
wasn't
Browns.
really he wasn't really that appealing and he went to
He
the
went to
Browns.
Bowling
But
Green as well.
did he not lead the college
He
football
led
in
all of
receiving
college
yards?
football in receiving yards. He's
Yeah,
been a
that's
receiver
unreal.
for so long. He was tight end 6 as a rookie on the Browns with
hmm
Shadur. I
hmm
actually agree. The situation physically could not get worse for Fannin.
Yeah.
This is like a Garrett Wilson times 5 at receiver. And people are a little slow to move him up. It's if you can go honestly, as a Bowers owner, I'm gonna be honest. Fannin in 2 firsts for that, if you can make a down tier like that, or Fannin on a first,
Yes.
something like
Yes.
that. Even though I love Bowers, Fannin is. I'm gonna say he's like a top 5 receiving tight end in the league. Like
You think he's
right
a top
now,
5 what?
receiving tight end in the league.
Yeah, easily.
Him,
Easily.
Bowers, McBride, Loveland, Warren. I think.
I mean, he led the Browns in receiving yards and didn't he break some rookie tight end record for the Browns, I think?
He did.
Yeah.
I would say Fannin's a hold and a buy because people value him a little low. Loveland, you're not gonna get from buying him.
Yeah.
But if you have him, hold him. He's great. He had like 20 points in a row to end the year, 2 games.
Yeah.
Which was like insane. And he was a top 10 pick. Ben Johnson offense. No red flags with Colson Loveland. Tyler Warren's also great. I mean, this is a historic tight end class. Historic. I think Tyler Warren's a huge buy. I'm just gonna say that.
You think Tyler Warren's a buy right now?
Tyler Warren's
I think
a
if you can
huge
down
buy.
tier from Bowers to Warren right now, like I'd easily do that.
Bowers
Easy.
to Warren or Fannin as a Bowers owner. I saw, not to call out some of the big names in this space, but Dynasty Domain had Tyler Warren as a sell.
They had who as a sell?
They had Tyler Warren as a sell, and I think that they're just trying to overcorrect for being Colts fans by just not ranking him high. He was tight end 4 as a rookie, and
Yeah.
who was throwing him the ball? Phillip Rivers and Riley Leonard for the second half of the year. If he has any bit of competency at QB, he's averaging like 10, 15 points a game, and he's probably going to only get better as he matures in the league. He was a first round pick for a reason. He's great. He's being discounted right now because of his bad end of the year. It was not his fault at all. All Riley Leonard and Phillip Rivers. And Kraft has been very overlooked. And a lot of people probably have him lower than these dudes in the A tier. But I think it's important to remember that he was the tight end 1 before he got hurt. And there's no competition in that Jordan Love offense.
I agree. There's no receivers in that offense. The only thing that worries me a little bit about Kraft is that I don't know how he'll respond to his ACL tear. But honestly, I'm not even that worried about it, and I honestly think he's still a good buy.
Athletes recover from ACL tears very fast now. It's not like back 10 years ago when it would like end your career.
Yeah.
But I could understand if you want to put actually Kraft in a tier with Laporta because Laporta was actually really good before he got hurt 10 the year as well. I'm actually okay with that. I would say Kraft I'm taking over Laporta, but the three guys above I think are clearly better. Look at what Laporta did though before he got hurt. The
Yeah,
tight
Laporta
end,
started going on a tear before what?
the
Did he
tight
tear his ACL as well?
I don't know what he did. He had a back injury or something. The tight end landscape in Dynasty is looking really good. Oh, Kyle Pitts needs to jump up. Do we put him in that
Yeah.
Laporta Craft
I mean,
tier?
he was looked at as such a joke at the beginning of the year, and then he kind of
Honestly,
reemerged.
Laporta Craft tier for Kyle Pitts. It might be time.
Yeah, I don't think that's crazy
Even
to
though
say.
he's boosted by his 45 points, he's still 25 years old.
How did he end the year? What was his games outside of that 40-point game?
I'm not really sure.
Let me take a look. Um, I mean, 19, 4, and 12. I mean, that's
Solid.
respectable.
And I think Penix wasn't playing in a lot of those games.
Well, Penix was holding this offense back, I think. I think that's unfair to say Penix.
Oh,
It's definitely
do you
Kirk
want to talk
Cousins is
about Terrence
definitely an upgrade.
Ferguson?
What'd you say?
Do you want to talk about Terrence Ferguson?
I actually do. Terrence
That's your
Ferguson,
guy.
I've kind of been holding him throughout the whole year. And if you drafted him in Dynasty, you probably got him with like a or later early or mid third round pick. And you've kind of just been holding him and waiting for him to kind of emerge out of his cocoon. And I think he finally started to show some flashes that he could be the leading tight end on that Rams up roster.
Wait, I
And
have a stat for you. I have a stat for you.
find me the stat.
Close your eyes from your Terrence Ferguson looking at. You gave me this stat about Devontae touchdowns per
Oh,
catch. Touchdowns per catch.
okay.
I want to know what you think Terrence Ferguson's is in comparison. Let me tell you what Devontae's is. He had 14 divided by 60, so 14 divided by 60. Devontae 23% of his catches resulted in touchdowns.
23% for
What
Devontae.
do you think it is for Terrence Ferguson?
Okay, so I'm trying to think. I had Ferguson on my roster all year, so I kind of remember the games he was good. I think it's is it 60%?
60% of catches are touchdowns?
Yeah.
What? How would that even be possible?
I think 3 of his 5 catches were touchdowns, right?
He had 11 catches.
Oh, did he really? Oh, so probably
27%. But still,
wow.
that's still like it's better than Devontae.
Wow.
Um, he's it's the same thing. It's McVay's system. The Rams reportedly wanted to trade up to get him in the first round last year.
Yeah,
He's the heir to the Colby Parkinson throne. His snap count started going up at the end of the season.
it
And he
did.
had 2 good games to end the year, a touchdown in both of them. I think that Terrence Ferguson could be a sneaky stash.
I think
A
he's a
lot of
heavy
people,
buy right
he's
now.
very under the radar. A lot of people
Yeah,
don't
because
think of him.
no one's valuing him in anything. And I think you look at the other tight ends in that offense. You have Tyler Higbee doing absolutely nothing. Everybody thought, what was it? Was it Colby Parkinson was stepping in
Yeah.
to be that guy? Colby Parkinson. He actually ended the year strong, but I don't think he's a guy that is going to be good for them in the future. I mean, he had that one big game, and then he did pretty solid to end the year. But
Can we talk about running backs?
yeah,
Sorry to cut
I
you off.
think we're good on tight ends.
There's
Everything.
no one really to talk about except for at the top, I would say. Everyone else
Yeah.
is kind of mediocre for right now.
Okay.
S
You want to
tier,
start?
let's do Bijan over Gibbs. He's getting the
Yeah.
touchdowns. He's getting
He's
everything.
getting and he's more consistent than Gibbs as well.
Bijan, and then we're gonna do teardrop. Bijan, Gibbs, S tier. Achane, Genty, Jeremiah Love. Getting typed into that Achane,
Yeah.
Genty B tier.
I like that. I like
Now,
that.
the reason we have Bijan and Gibbs in the S tier together is Bijan, first of all, had like an absurd yards from scrimmage year, getting outrushed on the touchdown front by Tyler Algier, who's now a free agent. He
Yeah.
was elite, and he's only going to go up. Gibbs broke the record for touchdowns before 24 or something, set by Barry Sanders. These are the 2 premier top 10, 12 picks in the NFL draft.
I agree.
Elite. It's those 2. And then Achane, McDaniels firing. What do we think is going to happen with him?
I think it really hurts his
Genty is
value.
gonna, in my opinion, Give me Genty and Jeremiah Love right here, right now. I was a big A Chain truther. I think he
Wow.
was very system, and I sold him actually for Chase Brown too first. I still have him in this tier. He's still elite, but give me Genty and
Yeah,
Jeremiah Love.
I think A-Chain just caught so many passes out of the backfield for that offense, and he had so many explosive runs because he's so fast. But
Can we put Hampton in that tier too? Hampton, Genty, Jeremiah Love, A Chain.
no,
Do you want to put him in the
no.
tier below?
Yeah, top of
By
that tier though.
himself. By himself.
Yeah, sure,
By himself
that's
in the tier
fine.
below.
Um, and I think Travion probably needs to be moved up as well. I think he shouldn't be below Judkins, and I don't.
Yeah.
And Hampton, remove Hampton from 10, and I think maybe probably move him above Bucky.
I moved Hampton up to 6 in a tier of his own.
Probably Bucky below Travion, in my opinion.
Bucky below Travion, yeah.
Yeah,
And Judkins, Loki. Okay.
yeah.
And Jacobs below James Cook and Scattaboo.
And Scat, I think the only thing I'm worried about Scat is that his long-term impact in Dynasty. I mean, we saw how good he was
Saquon's
early in
moving
the
up.
season,
Interruption.
but
Saquon, tush push Ben. He's rising.
his his durability in the league, I feel like, is in question. And we saw that very early on in like the first couple games where he was so good, and then he kind of just had that big injury and he's out for the year. And that worries me a little bit with Scattaboo. I mean, there's nothing you can really do as an owner, but I mean, if you're looking for a championship push, maybe pick him up because he's already old, I think, right? He's already 24, 25 years old. He was an old player coming out of high school. Yeah,
I think
oh no,
he's
he's
not really.
23.
I don't think he's a champion push target. I think he's a rebuild
No.
target. He's gonna go back.
Yeah.
I think
I
he's
mean,
just
he
gonna go
actually
back.
he actually ended the year as RB 37, only playing 8 games this year. So that is very promising for a player of his caliber, because no one
We
really thought.
skipped over the whole B tier.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, the B tier.
JT, we're fine with. But like I would rather have CMC than JT at cost. I would down
Yeah,
tier from JT to CMC.
I agree.
If
I
you
think
have
JT
JT,
he
you want to.
became so overrated this year. So
He got
overrated.
so glazed. We had people saying, "Why do you have Genty over him in Dynasty?" Because
Yeah.
he's 27 and he's so scoring dependent. I think if you have JT and you can up tier to anyone above him, A Chain, Jeremiah Love, Genty, Hampton, Bijan Gibbs, do it. And if you can down tier to CMC, Travion, Bucky,
And the fact
Judkins,
that
do it. Not
JT,
Bucky, but
no, the fact that
Judkins.
JT didn't end the year as RB 1, 2, or 3 with games of 50, 37, and 30, 34, 32, 32, and 30 is unreal. I mean,
I want to love
that
his
gets you to like 250 points. You only need 100 points more to be RB 1, 2, or 3.
He
And
just fell off after
he
week two.
fell off the face of the earth. And if he didn't score in the games where he scored, he would have had 5 points, 10 points, and 11 points. That is really concerning.
He was really, really bad to end the year. I do have
Yeah.
a stat to throw out to you, though.
Okay.
JT in his RB1 year only had 7 more total points than this year. It's just that the other running backs have been great this year. Bijan Gibbs and whoever, McCaffrey.
Wait, say that again?
His RB1 year, he only scored 7 more points than he did this year. Even it was just that the other running backs this year were so good too.
Yeah.
But I would if I was a JT owner, I would down tier to Travion, Judkins, McCaffrey, or I would up tier to A Chain,
For sure.
Jeremiah Love, Hampton, Genty, Bijan Gibbs. And let's talk about McCaffrey because people are not going to really understand what to do with him. What I want to say is he is the best player in the history of fantasy football.
He is, yeah.
He
He is.
was getting receiver one target shares. All these stats about RB touches and RBs falling off, they don't apply to him because he's a receiver.
Yeah.
The second he stops being good on the ground, he's just going to switch to full time receiver. Like the
Well,
great safeties do.
McCaffrey actually sucks on the ground. He's terrible on the ground.
The,
But
the great
it doesn't
safeties
matter.
do or the great cornerbacks become safeties, he's going to become a receiver.
Yeah. Well, the thing with McCaffrey, his lowest targets this year was 4 targets in a game. In that game, he still scored 17.4 points a game.
And he had
But
no other games below 6 targets.
oh no, he had 3 catches in a game, but he had 6 targets that game. But I mean, you look at his games; he's not putting up any impressive rushing stats. He had 4 games this year above 100 yards. In a game where he didn't have above 100 yards, let me take a look. What was his best game without 100 yards? He had 30 yards on the ground, but because he had 8 catches for 66 yards, he had 17.6 fantasy
Yeah,
points.
I mean that is unreal.
That's
Uh,
unreal.
McCaffrey is, if people are, especially contending teams that want to get a little better, want to reload, he's going to be the number 1 pick in drafts next year. And if he's not, you guys are all idiots. He's done it to you 5 times that he's been literally 5 times he's been this top player, 1 or 2. Best player in the history of fantasy football. I want him on my roster if he can. The game's about points. I know that you guys want to have your flashy young Quinshon Judkins or Travion. I'm taking McCaffrey over both of them. He literally will
Yeah.
win leagues if he's healthy. If he stays healthy next year, he's going to be the best player in fantasy.
I mean,
Like
he just
did
he
every
just
year.
produces so much. It's something that we've never seen before out of a player.
There's
When he
there's no
plays,
reason that
when
you
he plays, it's like a shocker if he gets 15 points. Like that's like a bad,
yeah,
bad
it's
game
a
for
shock. It's a
McCaffrey.
total shocker.
You're
The
you're
Kyle
expecting an
Shanahan
average
offense.
25. Yeah.
Um, let's say he regressed and he got 25, let's say 30 less point rushing yards per game. He regresses heavily on the ground. 30 less rushing yards per game. That's like what's 30 3 times 17 is 51.
51.
He loses 51 points. So 416 minus 51. I'm gonna need to calculate this.
He would be at like 65.
365.
365.
Let's just see running back points, all players. This is if
Where
he
would that put him?
regresses 30 points per game. Okay?
30 yards per game.
30 yards per game. 2025 points. Season. 30 yards per game. He would be the RB. He would still be over JT. He would be RB3 behind Bijan and Gibbs. He would be 6 points behind Bijan. If he had 30 less yards per game.
That's crazy.
Okay? 30 less yards per game. Dude, that means that even if he regresses through age, all he needs to do is be healthy, be a top 4 running back. I'm taking McCaffrey over, honestly, probably every first round pick this year except for the 101, maybe 102. 102, it's close. I'm taking 101, but I'm taking him over.
I'm taking McCaffrey over the 102.
Sure, yeah, I'll take him over 102 too.
By the way, McCaffrey this year had 102 catches for 924 yards. I just wanted to throw that out there. He almost had another 1,000 year.
I think he had less, or he had more catches than Michael Wilson did, who finished as receiver 10. Yeah,
who?
He had Michael Wilson. He had 22 more catches than, or 24 more catches than.
Yeah, that's solid. That makes complete sense.
Who was receiver 10 on the year? Let's see receivers that were good this year, like the top receivers this year, and see.
Yeah, let me take a look.
How many more catches? Wait, we can just sort by catches, can't we? Receptions, sorting by receptions. McCaffrey had, wait, where is he on receptions? I can't find him. Oh, all players receptions. He had more catches than Olave.
Oh
more
my
catches
God.
than Olave. More catches than Pickens. The only players who had more catches than him this year: Puka, McBride, Chase, JSN, Amon-Ra. That's it.
Okay? Oh my
He's
God.
He's a running back. He's McCaffrey. A takeaway is McCaffrey is. Can we move him into that Hampton tier? I'm moving him into that Hampton tier.
Sure.
CMC and Hampton are together in a tier for us, and we are high on Hampton.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's that good. Okay. Yeah.
By the way, the other two guys, the top the top two running back candidates. The reason we're so high on them, they didn't have McCaffrey 100 catches in a year, but they had their own respective. Gibbs was 77 and Bijan was 79,
And
outperforming
they're
guys
also like 20.
outperforming guys like Devonta Smith, Travis Kelsey, and Tyler Warren, and CD Lamb as well. Just wanted to
Yeah,
throw that out.
CD was hurt. Let me
That's
scroll
fair.
down.
And Tedero McMillan and
I
Drake
mean,
London.
Gibbs had one less catch than Michael Wilson, who was receiver 10.
Then who?
Michael Wilson. Bijan had more
Yeah,
catches than Michael Wilson and AJ Brown. Um,
unreal.
it's pretty unbelievable. Uh, let's go on to our B tier. This is where the question. Oh, by the way, in the A tier, Judkins is a buy low because he just got hurt, and it's kind of the same thing as Fannin. Like the situation can't get worse. Um,
My only thing that I'm a little worried about with Judkins is that
if you're gonna say yards per carry, I know you are.
no,
It's
his
just a
not his
terrible
yards per carry.
offense.
His catching upside is
Oh
very limited
yeah,
compared to other players, and I'm just a little
it could
worried
be.
about that.
He's a really good prospect. He was taken before Travion was in the draft. Like he's a great
Judkins was,
prospect. Yeah, he's gonna be
yeah,
like a bell cow. If that offense, if he's ever on a good offense or even a mediocre offense, he's gonna be like a bell cow. And there's not that many bell cows. Most of the people, actually, the dude right below Judkins, who we're about to talk about, splits carries. Bucky Irving. Ari, I want to talk about some Bucky hate right now. Bucky hate. How many how many touchdowns do you think Bucky had on the ground in the entire season? Through through don't look. Take a guess. Through 10 games played, how many touchdowns on the ground did he have?
this year.
Yeah.
Did he
Don't
have
look.
two?
He had one.
Oh
Do
my
you want to
god.
know how many touchdowns Sean Tucker had on the ground?
Did he have four?
He had 7.
Oh my god.
Sean Tucker had 7 touchdowns. He did play the full season, but still. Let's take a look at Rashad White. Why don't we take a look at Rashad White? How many did he have on the ground?
I mean, it just
He
makes me
had 4
upset.
touchdowns on the ground. Bucky Irving was a product of Liam Cohn. He was a 5th round pick for a reason. He is the same thing as Igbuka. They sell Bucky Irving. The Buccaneers dudes are sells.
Yeah,
Their offense was performing too high. It shouldn't have been.
I'm a little
James
worried
Cook
about that.
over Bucky Irving right here, right now. James Cook. James Cook.
I think that's
Over
that insane
Bucky
right now.
Irving.
Just the age thing though. Bucky's only 23. Keep that in mind.
1 touchdown on the ground. Sean
He didn't play the
Tucker
whole
had
year. He didn't play the whole year, and he was
he,
playing injured.
he played 10 games. Sean Tucker had 7. Rashad White had 4.
Yeah, not great.
It's really
Not-
bad. He's just not that good. In the games that they were both playing at the end of the year, Sean Tucker, when Bucky came back, had 3 straight games with touchdowns on the ground. He gets the goal line.
I know.
Bucky didn't have any. Bucky is a sell. If people still value him like he's a premier young running back, he's a sell. Up tier from Bucky to the 101. Genty, Gibbs, Bijan, A-Chain,
Jeremiah Love. If
Jeremiah
you said
Love. That's what I meant by the 101. McCaffrey. I would pivot to Travion. Pivot to James Cook. Pivot to Quinshawn. Down tier to Saquon with the banned Tush Push.
Tush push.
Tush Push is getting banned. I'm taking
I
James
like
Cook over Bucky. And now we're down to the B tier. This is half contending names, 3/4 contending names, and one of them is Scattaboo, who's like a reload target. We like Scattaboo at price. We don't like Jacobs at price. We like Saquon at price.
I mean, you can probably get Scattaboo pretty cheap right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, like a late first, maybe.
Scattaboo is definitely pretty cheap right now. Late first. And in this year's class, we're gonna make a new video on this. Just get rid of all of your first round picks. Outside of honestly the 101 and the 104. Because the 102 through 104, people have in a tier of 3 receivers.
It's basically you're basically just getting the same guy.
thing. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. We're not sure. There's a reason why no one knows who's going to get drafted the highest out of Lemon, Tate, and Tyson.
I mean, the only thing you can say about the 104 versus 102,
Is
it's
draft
literally
capital.
just going to be, yeah, who gets drafted higher. It's literally going to be the only difference between 102, 103, and 104. And the 104 guy could be more talented, and he was just drafted later. Like
Yeah.
that's literally it. Like Carnell Tate could be drafted at the 102 if he was drafted, but
Top
he's being
five.
mocked at top five. He's not good.
Yeah.
He's like
Well,
he's
well,
just good.
all of the none of them are like elite prospects, so it's not like there's a differentiator. Like if they get the draft capital, it's not because they're a good prospect. It's probably because the teams had them in the same tier and they just are picking who they like better because they need a receiver. Um,
Yeah,
so Scadaboo, if you can pivot any pick, I would say 107 and later, I would do to Scadaboo this year.
for sure.
Um, and this is coming from people who are big fans of picks normally. 27, 28 class, we're hoarding all the picks we can.
Yeah, what do we
26,
have? What do we have a combined? Me, you, and our other friend Gabe.
we have the
I think
first probably 8 picks in 27.
we have the first eight and 27.
And Gabe doesn't have any 28, but I think we have probably four of
How
them.
many do you have?
I've one.
Okay, so we only have four and 28 so far.
Yeah, but we're working on it.
We're
We
working on it right
advise you guys to go after sell all of your 26 picks outside of 101 and 104. Get picks from future years. Get players. These picks are not good. They're valued as first round picks. Most of the guys you're getting here would be seconds in pretty much any other draft. Um, okay, Jacobs, we don't like at price just because he's like not as good as a lot of these other
Yeah,
veteran running backs.
he looks like he could be decaying. There's no signs of that on the field because
Well, he gets a lot of touchdowns, but
he does. He
I
does get a
think
lot of
the
touchdowns.
reason I want Barkley over Jacobs is just because Barkley's better. It's that's what it is.
That's fair.
Jacobs just gets more touchdowns. Same thing with like I would rather go if I was a contender. I'd rather target McCaffrey or Barkley. By the way, Tush Push is getting banned. We haven't said it yet. We haven't said it enough yet. Let me pull up.
The touch push is getting banned.
It's getting banned. Let me pull up an insider. Insider NFL Preem Sports. We're gonna plug Preem Football. We're gonna plug the Insider. Everyone go follow Preem. We're not sponsored by him, but
Everyone go follow NFL Preem.
um, I said I don't know. Is this backwards? Can you see? Does this look like it's backwards? I said I'm showing it to the camera. I'll just read it out to you. I said, Preem, do you think Tush Push gets banned this offseason? Preem said that he does. It's getting banned. It was 2 votes away from being banned. Sell Hurts, buy Saquon. That's what you got to do. And then Chase Brown, he's honestly not been risen by people. He hasn't gotten to high enough of a value as he should. He should probably be where he was last offseason
Who are
because
you talking about, Chase Brown?
Chase Brown.
Yeah.
We've known this since he was playing with um who was he playing with? Jake Browning. We knew that
Joe
Chase
Burrow?
Brown was a buy when he was playing with Jake Browning at the beginning of the year and he was struggling.
He was
We
terrible.
said to buy him. We sent so many offers to
Yeah,
buy him,
we did say to buy him. With Jake Browning, he
and
was
and
abysmal. And it's because Joe Burrow's QB play is really elite and he really
and Chase Brown
utilizes
gets
Chase
catches too.
Brown. He gets a lot
Um,
of catches. Yeah, he does.
he's legitimate. Okay,
Do you know when did Joe Burrow come back? It was
I don't know.
not week 9.
Chase Brown's
With
basically
Flacco, he was
Kyron,
also good.
but
With
without
Flacco,
splitting carries.
yeah.
Kyron
He kind
without
of
splitting
he kind of
carries.
reminds me of like a budget Christian McCaffrey if you're looking for a guy like that. Just because he's like in my opinion he's not that good of a runner on the ground and he's not going to really produce that much on the ground. He was actually pretty good this year with multiple 100-yard games. But I mean, the stuff he's going to get you through the air. He's not getting you 10 catches a game, but he's going to easily get you 4 to 7 to 8
Yeah,
catches a
he got a
game.
game with 14 targets.
Yeah, that's an
14
unreal for him.
targets. He gets a lot of dump offs. He's in an elite offense. His volume isn't insane on the ground, but he gets a lot of catches. I mean, he's really good, and
Yeah.
he was RB7 with the first like 6 games, just like nothing. And yeah, we've
Oh
been
wow,
big
he
Chase
ended the
Brown
year with
fans.
RB numbers. Oh, he ended the year as RB7. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
been
He
big
started
on
the
him.
year being not. He was a nothing player at the start of the
We've been
year.
big on him for a long time. there's a reason why we have him over Kyron, even though Kyron was healthy the full year and had a good offense the full year, a better offense than Chase Brown. It's because Corum's eating into Kyron Williams. Um,
Also,
Kyron
Kyron, no
up
catching up.
tier, yeah, no catching upside. Kyron up tier to Saquon, Chase Brown, or Scatterboo is the move right
Yeah,
now.
my
Or
preferred
pivot
is
to
Chase Brown,
Brees,
probably.
or even pivot
Honestly,
to Brees.
yeah. He's another one of those guys in the hypothetical situation boat. It's like if Brees Hall gets to a good team, he will be good.
Yeah.
Like I don't see that as I don't see. I mean,
He's just Kyron is not good. Brees is good.
yeah,
That's the difference. And Kyron's not getting you like difference making points. Like to end the year, Blake Corum started cutting into it. Their offense was so good this year. Is it ever going to be this good again? He's going down from his RB9 finish.
yeah. It's
Brees
kind of
is good.
comparable to like a
Brees is younger
Montgomery
than RJ Harvey.
in the Lions offense.
Yeah, it's like Montgomery. Brees is younger than RJ Harvey. I'm just gonna say that. He has a lot of time to get into a new situation. And the Jets, he might get franchise tagged. He's eventually going to leave. Or Dante Moore comes and he's good this year. I think
By the
Brees
way,
is so much better.
I would like to point this out. The Jets, the latest sleeper tag on him is that the Jets would like to re-sign running back Brees Hall. Terrible for his value. Terrible. Because if he goes to a team like the Chiefs, he could feed.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Dante Moore's
worried.
coming in. He had like an okay year with fucking sorry for swearing on YouTube. Frickin' Tyrod Taylor, Brady Cook, and Justin Fields.
And I
Switches.
think the issue is he never gets touchdowns either. I mean, you look at his years, his top rushing touchdown he's ever had was
You
5.
talk about a budget Christian McCaffrey. Look at his 2020 RB2 season with 5 touchdowns on the ground and only 994 yards.
I'm actually not sure how he got RB2 that
Yeah,
year
he didn't
because
have that many points. Now that I'm looking
he
at it,
didn't.
what would he have been this year?
I was just about to say that.
That might be a fraud RB2. He would. How many points did he have? Like 280.
He had 290 points.
Yeah, he would have been RB behind James Cook, between Chase Brown and James Cook. RB6 this year. Yeah, I'm confused at how he did it too. I'm gonna be so real.
Yeah, he didn't really have that good of a year.
That was a failure too. But if the offense will get better, he's 24. I'm taking him over Kyron. Kyron's bad. Brees is good.
Where did you say? Yeah, he slots in between James Cook and Chase Brown. Like come on, man. Like, it's
I
not.
don't love Brees as a buy, but I just think he's better than Kyron. I hate Kyron.
Yeah, well, obviously he's better than Kyron because Kyron's small. He doesn't really
He's
catch the
not. He's
ball.
not good.
Yeah.
Kyron's just not good. Just think about what the difference would be if you swapped Brees and Kyron situations right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brees would maybe be a contention for.
Yeah, but that's
like
another one of those
RB1.
hypothetical. That's another one of those hypothetical what if situations
No, but
of
I'm
Jets
talking.
players and Justin Herbert.
Sure, but he's getting a quarterback this year. Top 2 pick, and
Yeah, but they were
you're
getting
right.
a quarterback. What
But
2020 as
I'm
well with
not
Zach
trying to
Wilson.
value Brees Hall like he's a top 6 guy, like people try to do with.
Yeah, he's just better than Kyron.
He's just better than Kyron. He's so
Yeah, I
much
agree.
better than Kyron. Just imagine what Brees would do in a good team and what Kyron would do on a bad team. Teams can change over time. It's dynasty. Situations will change. I'm open to holding Brees because it's not like Garrett Wilson where you have to hold him at the cost of like or in past years where you've had to hold him at the cost of like a guy like Drake London who's just as good but is actually getting you points.
Agree.
Kyron, Brees, you're the guys you have to hold him above. After Kyron, it's like nasty. It's like RJ Harvey. Having Brees at RB 17, 18, not the biggest bold move that anyone's ever made.
I mean, I kind of would rather have him maybe over Javante a little bit as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I feel like they're same tier. I feel like it's kind of
Yeah.
disrespectful to. I
I
think
think
it's
we can
disrespectful.
group up this tier together.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we can. I don't really care about the remaining running
I
backs.
think the rest of it's fine. I mean, Dowdle needs to be dropped.
Dowdle's kind of bummed.
I never was high on Dowdle. I think it was kind of just like a Linsanity run that he had. I mean, he was
Well,
solid last year
sometimes
for the
we just have
Cowboys.
to respect the like what's going on in front of our eyes, even
Yeah,
if he's like, even if he's just a guy. Like,
yeah, he was a Jag.
um,
And I think the rest of the list is good. I mean, you get Harvey. Harvey's actually been solid because he gets a lot of catches through the air, but
but he's
his
getting
snap share
very,
worries me.
he's
He
getting
doesn't seem like
very
he's
overvalued. I think he's
yeah.
just not that talented. He's older than Brees Hall. He's older than who else is he older than? Like a lot of guys.
I
He's
mean, he's
like
older than Bijan and Gibbs for
uh,
sure.
he's older than A Chain,
Yeah,
Bijan, Gibbs, Brees. He's older than all those guys. Brees was literally drafted in 2022. This is
yeah,
the year 2026, and RJ Harvey's younger than him or
yeah,
older than him.
yeah.
Uh, RJ, he doesn't really give you that extra like rookie value just because he's like so old. He's good. We don't hate him. We're not telling you need to sell him. We just think that people are a little too high on him.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's probably good to wrap up this video. This might have been our all-time longest video we've ever
This video might
made. It might be
eclipse
an
an hour.
hour. All right. Yeah. How many people do you think have watched till the end? By the way, probably,
Maybe one, maybe
probably
one,
zero.
probably zero
Um,
people. We've kind of just been rambling, but thank you very much
if
to the
someone
Dynasty.
watches till the end, at any point, maybe once we're famous, you can come back to this video. If you watch to the end, comment. What should we tell them to comment? Comment
No,
Michael
comment
Wilson.
Parker Washington.
Comment based on your
Comment,
due to Dynasty creator you like more. Comment Michael Wilson for me or Parker Washington for Ari if you want.
or if you want to do a combination of the two, comment the Wilson twins. That's if you want to
Garrett
do
and
for
Michael.
both of
Yeah,
them.
if you like both of us, that's fine. Garrett and Michael
Okay,
Wilson.
thank you very much, due to
Um,
Dynasty.
yeah,
We'll see you
we'll
in our
see you
next
in the next
video. It
video.
will
We
be
may just be about to make.
rookie mocks.
We may just make another video right now.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Okay, wait. Let me end this.